So again, for anyone missed it earlier, a very warm welcome to this Satsang intensive and a very warm welcome to this Qigong session. For anyone who's not done Qigong before, just think of Tai Chi, but we're kind of more or less staying in the same place. Tai Chi is actually a form of Qigong. So it's a follow along session. So I'm not going to critique anyone. So if you want to turn your camera off as well, that's fine too. I'm just going to follow along. I'll talk you through the forms, I'll go through the breathing technique, and let's just relax and just enjoy and see if you can find that stillness within you as you're moving about, the paradox. So I'm going to stand a bit further back, and we will start off in emptiness stance, which basically feet about shoulder width apart, feet nice and firmly connected to the floor, all points of the foot, we're not on the inner or the outer. I'm just going to bend our knees slightly. We're going to move our arms just away from the body, away from the torso. Fingers pointing downwards. And then we're just going to notice all the breathing technique is breathe in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. And just see, we're breathing nice and deeply and just noticing where this area underneath the belly button is moving, just as your chest is moving. That's the only breathing technique. We're not forcing anything, not pushing anything. Just a nice deep breath in through the nostrils. Then out through the mouth. And I'll remind you at some of the forms you breathe in at particular times in the form. So that's basically emptiness stance. So the first form, we're just going to bring our hands head width apart to around that lower dantian area. And then as we breathe in, we're just going to move our hands slightly apart. And as we breathe out, we're just going to bring our hands back so we're head width apart again. So do that again, breathing in. And then out. And again. So you're just starting to time your breathing, your rate of your breathing with the movement of your hands. Nice and slow, nice and graceful. You can almost imagine you have a beach ball between your hands, which is slowly inflating and deflating. So your hands are only moving because the ball is inflating and deflating. Do a couple more. And this time I'm going to go straight into the posture of up and down, which is just turn the hands, palm facing downwards. And this time as we're breathing in, lift our hands up to about chest, shoulder area. Then we're just going to breathe out. Let the hands just fall back to the lower dantian, which is about underneath your belly button. Breathe in. And again. Keep matching your rate of your breath with the movement of your hands and arms. If you get distracted at all, the key with Qigong is to just bring your attention back to that movement that you're making and the breath as well. Just keep bringing it back. Whatever the distraction is, just keep bringing it back. Not doing anything wrong. We all get distracted. So we just bring it back each time. Again, we'll do a couple more. And this time we're going to go straight into a gathering of chi, which basically is going to turn palms to the side. Nice, again, nice big deep breath in, right above your heads. And then as you're breathing out, just let the hands just fall down the body. And then back into emptiness stance. And we can reset. And then just, when we're ready, back into emptiness stance. And this time we'll go into something called lifting ball, which is a playful just movement to the side, lifting the ball up in your hand, but also lifting your spirits up at the same time, let alone spirit just soar. So I'll start that again with just into emptiness stance. So I'm just going to go whichever side, doesn't really matter. The hand behind your back is just resting on your lower spine. As it comes back to the middle here, that's when we start to switch the hands over and we just go to the other side. Come back down. So you inhale back to center and then exhale as you lift the ball. Just imagine as you're lifting that ball, your spirit is rising, feeling more joy. Just let yourself rise up. Again, just keep the movement as smooth and slow as you can. Nice and graceful. Just enjoy every little movement you're making with your hands and your feet and your legs. Do a couple more to each side. So this time as you come back to center, again, the hands come to the side, and we'll do a nice deep breath in again. Breathing out as the hands just lower down the body, lower down the body. And again, back into emptiness stance. Reset. Now we'll do something called looking at the moon, which again is going to be a twist. And you go right over your shoulder. Just imagine you're looking at the moon, and you're going to swing round to the lower dantian, and then you're going to go to the other side. Again, it's all smooth movements. So we'll start again. So back into emptiness stance. So you bring your hands up to the lower dantian. And whichever way you want to go, you just look over your shoulder. Just imagine you're looking at the moon and you're dragging the rays down between your hands. As it was believed, because the moon always shone, even in daytime, that if you captured the rays, it'd help you to discover your immortal self. Again, nice and slow movements. Just imagine you've got the rays there and you're just pulling it into that lower dantian. So again, we'll do one more to each side. Pause next time you're in the center, and then we do another. And again, reset, have a drink if you need to. So we'll go into something called heart chi, which I'll guide you through this as well. This is a summer form, and it's all just about allowing ourselves to feel more love and experience love ourselves and love each other more. So we're going to bring our hands, palm facing upwards to the heart, turn the hands, and extend out in front, go to the side, keep the arms extended, bring them back together, bring back into the heart, and then I'm going to go down, and then we're just going to grow a lotus flower right through the body, offer it up to the sky. I'm just going to part the hands to the side. So do that again. We're just going to palm facing upwards, turn and move outstretched to the front and sides. Again, arms still outstretched till they come in front, and pull to the heart. Just before we touch the heart, turn the palms downwards. And then we're just going to grow this lovely lotus flower representing love right above our heads. And again, the arms just come down to the sides. So the breathing is breathing in, breathing out as our hands come out to the side, breathing in. Don't worry if you have to hold your breath a little bit at the end. Breathing out. And then another nice long breath in. And then out. Breathe in. Out to the sides. In back to in front and the chest. Down we go. So breathing out. And then just going to grow that flower right above our heads and offer it up. Again, hands come down. And then we're just going to get lost in this motion, just lost. Anytime we get distracted, we're just going to bring our attention back to this movement, this offering up our lotus flower. And just see if we can allow to love ourselves just that little bit more. Just see if you can notice the stillness within the movement. You know, the body is moving, but are you moving? Do a couple more. Just the last one now. And this time we're just going to do another gathering of chi, come back the other way we've just come. Nice deep breath. Let that energy just flow down the body. And again, back in emptiness stance. We can reset, have a drink if we need to. And now we're going to do a crane form. Crane is a bird associated with summer and emotion of love and the element of fire. And this one is about just called crane exhibited wings or crane showed its wings. So with this, hands at the side, crane stance is just a bit like a ballet stance. Your heels are, as you can see, your heels are just touching and you're pointing outwards. So in this one, you take a breath in and you like your wings curl around the front of you. And then you're just gonna, as you breathe out, show your wings and you move 1 foot forward, just so that you're just touching and balancing with your toes. So then you take a breath in, you shift your balance because we're going to go to the other side. So obviously this is about balance, physical balance, but also emotional balance. So we can glide through life more easily. It's also acknowledging, as we show our wings proudly, that we are good enough. We are worthy enough as we are right now. We can get more worthy, but we're still worthy enough right now. And you always have been. And now you can see more clearly as we practice this form. Again, we're just keeping the movements nice and smooth. Any distractions, again, we're going back to the movement. So again, we'll do a couple more to each side. This time, as you come back to center, again, we're just going to do a nice gathering of chi. And back into emptiness stance. We can reset. So I'm just going to be close for this next one, because it's only really to do with the top half of the body. This one's called, we're going to end on this form. This one's called Becoming the Blossom. So we'll start off in emptiness stance. And this time you're just going to breathe nice. We'll do 3 rounds of this. I'm just going to keep the breathing deep. No set time when you're breathing in and out. So just going to move nice and slow. So this one, bring our hands to the sides. Bring the fingers so they're all touching. And then we're just going to come to the heart. Pointing to the heart. Then we're going to turn the palms so they're facing upward, downwards. And then we're going to move, almost brushing our cheeks with the fingers. Allow the fingers to open up. And this is becoming the blossom. Let the hands come to the side. And again, we're just going to slowly go back. That's 1 round, so we're going to do it again. Bring the fingers together. Touch the heart. Turn the hands slowly, palm facing downwards. And we're going to just almost brush our cheeks. Open the fingers. And this is kind of challenges. How many times do we blossom? Can we blossom that little bit more? Just hold it there. And then we'll do the last one. Slowly bringing the hands to the heart. Fingers together. Touching the heart. Turn, palm downwards again. And again, we're just going to slowly brush our cheeks. Come to the side. Open the fingers. Let's see if we can all blossom a little bit more today. And we can just bring the hands down. We'll do another gathering of chi. Go back into emptiness stance. Take a couple nice deep breaths. Then we can release and relax. Thank you for joining the session. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See you all soon.
Thanks very much, Ian.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Ian. Lovely.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ian. It was really wonderful.
Thanks so much. Have a great day, everyone.